1. They're here again, Dad. Julian came out of the kitchen, coffee cup in hand, and walked across the living room to where his son, James, was holding on to the edge of the curtains, peeking through the crack and out the front window. Julian reached for the cord to pull open the drapes. "What are you doing?" James cried, panicked. He flattened against the wall so as not to be seen. Ignoring him, Julian opened the drapes. Sure enough, 3 skateboarders were on their driveway, one of them flipping his board into the air and then landing on it, the other 2 preparing to race down the sloping concrete to the street. It was the second time in 2 days that this had happened, and though theirs was the only driveway on the street not blocked by permanently parked cars or pickups, their vehicles went in the garage, that didn't give neighborhood punks the right to use it as their own personal skate park. Angry, he started toward the front door. "Don't go outside, Dad, please." "Get some nads," Megan told him. She was sitting on the couch watching TV, a tween show on the Disney Channel, and she smiled derisively at her brother before turning back to her program. The 2 of them fought constantly, and even before Claire had become pregnant with James, Julian had known this would happen. He and his brother had battled throughout their entire childhood, especially during the teenage years, when his dad would sometimes have to break up honest-to-God fistfights. They still didn't get along today. But Claire had read in some parenting book that it was better for siblings to be near in age, and she insisted that if they were going to have 2 children, the kids had to be spaced 12 to 14 months apart. That way, she told him, they'll be closer, and when they grow up, they'll be friends. She'd since seen the error of her ways, although, of course, she would never admit that she'd been wrong. "Did you hear what she said?" James cried, pointing at his sister. "I heard. Megan, knock it off," Julian admonished. She snickered. "Megan," he warned. "Ground her," James said. Julian opened the front door. "Both of you, stop." Walking outside, he closed the door behind him. On the driveway, the 3 teenage boys were spinning in circles, the backs of their boards scraping the ground, the fronts thrusting proudly in the air. He recognized one of them as Tom Willett's kid from down the street, and though he didn't know the other 2 boys, they were the same ones he'd had to kick off his property yesterday. "Excuse me."